Very good morning, everyone. Welcome back our online classes. Myself, Rodda Pramila, lecturer in Commerce, Government Degree College, Siddipet. Today, my topic levels of management. Levels of management. It topic covers become first semester first year students. Subject business organization management. It is very important topic in this subject. So you must learn about it topic. Now I am explain about levels of management. What is the levels? What is the management? Before classes our we are learn about management and administration, management decisions and it contains what is importance of management, objectives of management. These are all our classes are over. Now today levels of management. An organization may have various levels of management. It is various levels of management. The term level involves persons arranged in a series. Thus, levels of management suggests the arranged managerial positions in an organization. The number of levels of management in an organization depend upon its sizes. Which one? Depends upon its sizes, technology and range of production. What about management levels? It depends on organization depends upon size, technology and the range of production. Broadly speaking, there are two levels of management. Number 1, administrative management and the operative management. What is administrative management? Is concerned with thinking function. What is thinking function? Such as policy determination, planning and fixation of standards. Next, operative management. Second one, operative management. Operative management, on the other hand, is concerned with the doing functions, which include use of man and material and machinery and money and implementation of policies laid down by administrative management and directing operations to achieve the objectives of the organizations. It depends including of man, material and machinery and money. Right? Now, but in real life, it is very difficult to draw any clear-cut line of separation between thinking functions and doing functions. Which one? Thinking functions and doing functions. It is different. For example, the executive director of a joint stock company may be involved in the policy determination as a member of the board of directors. But in his executive capacity, he has to see that the decisions are implemented, right? In order to carry on various activities. In order to carry on various activities, the persons at different levels are assigned authority and responsibilities. What is it? Authorities and responsibility. A chain of authority is created from top to bottom of the organization. It's created top to bottom of the organizations. This chain is divided into three parts, which results into three levels of management. It is divided into three parts. Which one? Results into three levels of management. The levels: number one level, top level management; number two, middle level management; number three, lower level management or operating level management. Third one, we are seeing two types. Number one, lower level management, and another name is operating level management, right? Now we are another PPT seeing here. Number one level, top level management. What is it? Top level management. Top level management consists of senior most executives of the organization and their teams. Here is which members working here? Top level management means board of directors, organization and their teams. Executive, senior most executives of the organizations and their teams. Their teams means board of directors. Next, their team, managing director and president and vice president and chief executive officer, CEO, and chief financial controller, CFO, right? Now another slide. The board of directors is accountable to shareholders in the annual general meeting of the company. Annual general meeting of the company. The other officers may carry out the policies and plans devised by the board of directors, right? Chief executive officer looks after the overall management of the company's operations, right? Overall the operations of company operations. Now we are seeing main functions of top level management. Which one? Top level management. Main functions. Number one function, determining the objectives of the enterprise. Objectives of the enterprise. The top level management determines the long term and short term objectives of the enterprise, main objectives of the organization are formed at this level of management. Formed at this level of management. Second function, framing plans and policies. What is that? Framing plans and policies. Management prepares plans and policies are for achieving organizational goals. What is achieve? Organizational goals. And third one, assigning jobs to middle level management. Top level management assigns activities to various persons working at middle level of the management. Middle level of the management. And fourth one, function, coordinating activities of different departments. Coordinating activities. Top management coordinates the activities of various departments and directs them to achieve organizational goals. Right? Next, fifth one, function, arranging resources for the enterprise. Top level management arranges financial, human and physical resources for the organization so that various activities are taken up as per plans. And sixth one, responsible for welfare and survival of the organization. Top level management is responsible for the growth and survival of the organization. The plans are made for the smooth of efficient working of the enterprise. And seventh one, function, providing overall leadership. Providing overall leadership. Top management provides overall leadership to the organization. It provides directions to persons at their levels of management and provide clarification on various plans and policies. Right? Now we are going to another slide and middle level management. This is the second level. First level, top level, and second level, middle level. Middle level of management. Middle level management acts as a link between top management and the supervisory level. Right? Which one between? Who working in middle level management is management and the supervisory level. These are departmental heads and are responsible for implementing and controlling policies and plans decided at the top level. Right? Number 1, production management. In the middle level management, who works? Who is there? Production manager and marketing manager and finance management manager, human resource manager, operations manager, regional manager, divisional manager. These are all members or department heads in the middle level management. You are all remember it. What is that? Middle level management is all department heads and are responsible for implementing and controlling policies and plans decided at the top level, decided at the top level. So students, you must remember, must and should. Now we are seeing another slide, main functions of middle management. Main functions of middle management. So here 8 main functions are there. Number 1, interpretation of policies of top management. Interpretation of policies of top management. The plans and policies are framed at top level management. Middle level management interprets these policies and frames guidelines for the lower level of management. It is guidelines for lower level management. And second, organizing activities of the department. Second one, function, organizing activities of the department. Middle level managers generally head some departments. Generally heads some departments. They organize activities of the department and arrange resources to carry them out. Right? Now, third one, main functions of the third, selecting employees for the department. Selecting employees. Middle level managers select suitable persons to run their departments. Yeah, the middle level department is all department heads. You know it. The heads what to do? Their departments increase and work done purpose. He run their department, selected some people or managers is selected suitable persons. Right? Now fourth one, functions. Fourth one, function, motivating employees. The employee are motivated to undertake their work in best possible way. The employee is motivated to their work in best possible way. Best possible way. And next, fifth one, function, instructing and controlling employees. The middle level managers give instructions to subordinate employees for taking up their work properly and also control their performance. Right? Control their performance and taking up their work properly. And instructions to their subordinates and employees. Right? Next, sixth one, cooperating with other departments. The sixth one function in middle level management, cooperating with other departments. There are a number of departments in every organization. Right? A college, a firm or a business, in there are various and different departments. In the different departments, there are a number of departments in every organization, and cooperating among them is essential for smooth working and also reach their goals also, right? Next, implementing policies, right? Next, function implementing policies. The policies framed by top level management are implemented by middle level managers. Implemented by middle level managers, right? The last function is a lay down rules and regulations. The rules and regulations are laid down for the supervisory staff for smooth working of various departments. These are all the middle level management main functions. Remember, you must remember it. Middle level management is responsible persons. There are departmental heads and are responsible for implementing and controlling policies and plans and decided, right? And main functions of middle level management, there are, these are all 8 main functions. You must, students, you must remember it. Now we are going to another level. This is the last level. First level, top level management. Second, middle level management. Third, lower level management. Lower are operational level management, right? Lower or operational level management. See, students, you must blindly remember it. 3 levels of managements. Number 1, top level, middle level, lower level. That's it. Last one, lower level. Lower level, this is the lowest level in the hierarchy of management, and actual operations are the responsibility of this level. The quality and quantity of output depends upon the efficiency of this level of managers. Yeah, there is who are in the lower level management. Number 1, supervisors, superintendents, inspectors, foremen, section officers. These are all the lower level management members, right? Now, the main functions of supervisory level. Main functions of supervisory level. There are 7 main functions. Number 1, addressing problems and grievances of employees. Supervisory staff comes in direct contact with subordinate employees. The grievances and problems of employees are discussed with them and are passed to middle level management for redressal, right? Next, maintaining good working conditions. Supervisory level is required to provide good and healthy working environment at the factory level. This will motivate the employees to improve their performance, right? Improve their performance. Performance. Next, third function, assisting in recruitment and selection of employees. Supervisory management assists the middle level management in recruitment and selection of employees for the firm. Which one? For the firm, right? It is helps and service and assists the middle level managers. So now fourth one, getting feedback from employees. This level of staff gets feedback from subordinates on various issues concerning their work. The employees are encouraged to give suggestions to their supervisors and they are rewarded for good suggestions. And fifth one, maintaining quality standards of goods, right? Maintaining quality standards of goods. It is the function of the supervisory staff to ensure proper quality of goods, right? Proper quality of goods. And sixth one, minimizing wastages of materials. Minimizing wastage of materials. The supervisor should ensure that wastages of materials are minimized. And seventh one, motivating workers. Motivating workers. Supervisors should ensure that employees are properly motivated to improve their performance. The workers are also encouraged to develop them spirit among themselves. So now managerial skills. Now we are seeing managerial skills. A manager has to perform a number of jobs. It necessitates that a manager should have proper skills to perform different jobs. Henry Fayol put the quality required by managers into the following categories. Which one? The categories. Number one, physical. Physical means health, visual, address. And number two, mental. Mental means ability to understand and learn. And judgment, mental vigor and adaptability. Right? Next, moral. Energy. Moral means energy, firmness, willingness to accept responsibility, initiative, loyalty and tact. Next, fourth one, educational. General acquaintancy and matters not belonging exclusively to the function performed. Right? Next, technical. Failure to the function and experience arising from the work proper, right? It is the Henry Fayol put the quality required by managers. Quality required. And Robert L. Kurtz conducted research during early 1970s and found that managers need three essential skills. Three essential skills are components. What is that? Technical, human and conceptual. Technical, human and conceptual. He also found that the relative importance of these skills varied according to the manager's level with the organization. Now, seeing the managerial skills, right? Now, first, technical skills. What is the technical skills? A manager must have the necessary technical skills or the ability to work with the resources, tools, techniques, procedure. First line managers as well as many middle managers have involved in technical aspects of the organization operations. Technical skills include knowledge of and proficiency in a certain specialized such as engineering, computers, finance, or manufacturing. Even though the need for technical skills is less than a manager moves higher in hierarchy, but still technical performance helps in taking decisions, right? It is helps in taking decisions. It is technical skill. Now, human skill. It is the ability to work well with other people, both individually and in a group. Managers with human skills can get best out of the people working with them. They know how to communicate, motivate, lead, and inspire, enhancing, and trust. These skills are needed by managers at every level, but top managers need them the most. Right? It is a skill of human skills. Human skills. Next, conceptual skill. Conceptual skills is the ability to integrate and coordinate various activities. Managers must have the ability to think and to conceptualize about abstract solutions. They must be able to see the organization as a whole and the relationship among its various subunits and to visualize how the organization hints into its broader environment. Conceptual skills are helpful in decision making since all managers have to take decisions. So these skills are essential for all managers, but these become more important as they make up the organizational hierarchy. These skills can be depicted in it is a we have a diagram top management and middle management and lower management. Top management, conceptual management skills, human skills, technical skills. Right? So, today we are understand about it. I hope students you understand it. Middle level management and lower level management and top level management. There is management. There are three types of management. Number one, top level management. Number two, middle level management. Number three, lower level management. Students, I hope you understand the management levels, and you are all remember it. It is asking a question also in exams, main exams. So you all, I hope you all understand it. Thank you so much.